Guys, I had to make another coffee for this video, man. Holy crap, what a crazy past 24 hours it has been for GameStop. And by the way, where are you watching this video from? I'm curious. If you're in the US, what state are you watching this video from? And if you're out of the US, what country are you watching this video from? Cheers, by the way, guys, to everybody out there watching. Let me get a sip of this coffee, guys. And by the way, I was on TikTok live earlier, and somebody was trolling me that I was drinking my coffee out of a straw. What's the big deal about that? I don't know, guys. That's neither here nor there. Anyway, let's dive into the video. Let's break down GameStop, which I'm sure you guys saw. Everybody saw. This thing has been going crazy lately, and just in the past 24 hours, we have gone from $45, which is where it closed yesterday, to $67 after the bell yesterday, all the way down to $36 at open today, which you guys probably remember. At open, we got halted many, many times, but it did get up to about, $48 per share. Then we pretty much downtrended for the rest of the day. You guys can see here on the intraday, we got all the way down to $26, and that's even after the live stream, right? And during the live stream, you guys probably saw GME, it was going down the entire live stream. I'm pretty sure when Kitty started the live, it was at about $35 per share. Then it got down under 30 by the time he ended the live, and here we are now at about 28 bucks after the bell, and that marks a drop of around, let's see, 60% from the highs, which is unbelievable. Again, we hit 67.50 yesterday after the bell, and now we're at 28 bucks, down almost 60%. You heard that right, guys. So yeah, let me look at the longer term charts here so we can see what we're looking like. It looks like GME is pretty much right back down to where it was before we got the news of the live stream, and kind of where we were, where we consolidated on Monday. You guys probably remember on Monday, we saw a huge pop in the aftermarket. Then we consolidated at about 25 to 28 bucks for the rest of the day. That's where we're at now. You guys can see that's where we're at now. And if we do end up breaking under, let's say 28, 25 bucks per share, then we could start slipping down maybe to 18, 19 again, 20, 21. But I don't necessarily think that's going to happen. Here on the 1 hour chart, you guys can see we're still looking pretty good, right? We're holding an uptrend. Let me show you guys this. You guys can see we're above the 180 moving average on this 1 hour chart as well, which we have held over the past couple of weeks, right? And let me just draw this out so you can see, look at all these higher lows that we've been holding. This still looks pretty good from the bulls' perspective, in my opinion, guys. Now, if we fall through 25, maybe at that point, okay, we start slipping a little bit more. But as of now, that's not the case. We're consolidating at $28, which is a really good sign overall for the bulls, in my opinion. So that's a quick look, quick glance at the technicals here. And notice we did not take out that $80 high that we hit on the 14th of May. We did not take that out today. We got pretty close yesterday after the bell, but didn't happen today, right? Doesn't mean it's never going to happen. But what happened with the live stream, right? Well, I would call it a nothing burger, to be honest, right? I don't know. It's like nothing really new came from the live stream. It was kind of like Roaring Kitty's first time back on in a couple of years. So the guy showed up with, bandages on his body, a cast on his arm, right? Or his arm in a sling. That was pretty funny for the first couple minutes there. Then he started, shooting the you-know-what, talking about GME, right? Just in general, kind of what's going on, but nothing new in terms of anything new about his thesis, what he's looking to do in the future, right? He did show us his, updated E-Trade, positions, but in terms of anything groundbreaking, anything out of the ordinary, nothing really came from the live stream, which is why the stock got beaten to oblivion pretty much afterwards. It went down 40%, and during the live stream, it was going down. So, yeah, it doesn't mean necessarily that GME is done for, but this, if you're looking for entry, is exactly what you probably want to see, right? For it to cool off, for everybody to think, or not everybody, but some people to think it's over. And that is when you can come in and freaking pounce and buy a bunch of shares. Not saying that you should do that, but I was pretty close, guys. I'm not going to lie, to picking up some call options before close. But I stopped myself. And I was like, listen, Stas, inner dialogue here. I was like, just wait till Monday, man. You might miss the move. It is what it is. But there's a chance there's a gap down Monday morning, maybe down to the lower mid-20s, and that could be where the entry point looks even better. So I didn't buy any calls. Maybe I'll regret that on Monday. It is what it is. But personally, I think nothing crazy came out of the live stream. I mean, the numbers were groundbreaking. I don't know what the record for all-time, what's the record for concurrent live viewers on YouTube? I don't know, but I think at one point, Kitty had like 700,000 people, 650,000 people, something crazy, which that's got to be a record, man. I don't know what the record is, but that's got to be freaking close, right? And his YouTube channel went from 700,000 subs yesterday to now almost 1 million. It is going absolutely wild. And last I checked, I think the video had like 2 million views, which is just unfreaking believable. And again, this guy hasn't live streamed in 3+ years. Pretty crazy, if you ask me. So that's a quick breakdown. I mean, nothing groundbreaking, nothing crazy. I guess this is a typical buy the rumor, sell the news. I mean, this is classic buy the rumor, sell the news. I mean, look, people bought up the fact that Kitty was going to go live. Then they sold that news like no other, and here we are, $28 per share. The trend still looks good on Monday, but again, I chickened out on buying calls. It is what it is, and one of my main rules, guys, honestly, when I'm trading, options, when I'm trading stocks in general, I don't like holding over the weekend, but sometimes I make exceptions. This was almost an exception, but I didn't do it, and maybe I'll be thanking myself on Monday. But yeah, either way, man, it's interesting. The call options got crushed today. I mean, a lot of them got destroyed, but they're still pretty expensive if you're looking at a contract. I was looking at the $30 calls for a couple weeks out, and they're like $1,000 to get in on a contract. I mean, that's a little too... it might be a little too pricey. Those prices might suppress a little bit next week. We'll see, and if they do, I'm going to look at potentially hopping in. Either way, it is what it is, guys. This is more of a fun trade. It's not the end of the world if I miss the move, right? It's fun tracking the stock and what Roaring Kitty's doing. The fact that he's back is awesome, and I'm all here for it. So what are you guys doing? I'd love to know where your head's at right now with GME, with the stocks that you're buying in general. Are you buying the dip on GME? Are you buying calls? Let me know in the comments down below, guys. Don't forget to hit the like button. Let's run the likes up, at least 100 likes on this video, and make sure to subscribe. And of course, check out the Patreon. If you guys want to be a part of the Discord chat, see me, build out my portfolio over time, plus more. All of that's on Patreon down below, guys, or just check out the QR code right here, or go to StasSurFest.com/Patreon. And with that being said, guys, cheers. I'll catch you all in the next video.